Hi gang, we have a 2020 Winnebago View, and it's the V platform. We've had lots of talks about, what are the things you're using for storage? Can you give us some links for those? So I'm going to do it an easy way. I'm going to do this video and then put some links down below of some of the items that I'll show you today. So we are just getting started in the camping world in the RV, but we found some things that we've liked so far. One is this little roller guy here that goes over the sink. He just rolls up, fits nicely in the drawer. It's great to drain dishes. One of my favorite things, my husband built this walnut cover to cover up the burners. Gives me a little more counter space. The V is pretty limited in counter space. In the drawers, I found some great items from Target that filled up the drawer really nicely. This one is a 5 tray. This one is a 3 tray. I'll put the links below. And then just a cheapy little dollar store thing in the back to hold a few of those small items. But I loved how this filled the drawer up completely. Really helps with that rattle a little bit. In our second drawer down, just a couple various totes, nothing really fancy. I do really like these guys that I got on Amazon. I put them between my pans and between my glass bowls to keep them from rattling. Have a few down here as well. Line everything with a rubber liner of some sort to help with that rattle as well. In our fridge, I did buy a set off of Amazon that has some plastic containers that really help organize the fridge. So we have one to carry some cans, just a bigger one that we tend to put produce and things in. Some smaller ones here, you could do juice boxes, we do cans. Those things just keep things from sliding around. And there is one more that's an egg carton that fits all the way back. So that helped a little bit in the fridge to keep things from sliding around too much. We don't need to use any tension bars because of that. We keep ours in the twin configuration. We just use twin size sheets and then just some blankets from the house as far as that goes. As far as organizing our clothes, we just have a couple of these baskets from Target. Put them upright, helps to keep things a little bit more neat. I do have in this cabinet a smaller, shorter basket. I'm not as crazy about that because I can't see what's in it, so it's kind of a pain. These little 99-cent shoe boxes are super useful. We use them all over. Have a couple up in here as well. It's kind of my disorganized cupboard. And this one, they don't seem to slide around much. We have these really great towels that my daughter has bought for us. They dry super quick. I can put a link to those. We bought a fan for over the bed, and it mounts right up underneath with a clamp mount. We just started with that. My husband loves it. We need to mount one on the other side. Up here again, we just had a couple of different square containers. These were actually given to us, so they don't match anything, but they work to hold clothes, keep things a little more organized. I do like this tall one from Target. That really holds our clothes nicely. In the V, you have this little closet back here, but we decided to use it for a pantry. And in our pantry in the front, I have these plastic containers that we got from Target. They fit really nicely, and there's still room for like boxes of crackers in the back. These shelves has a little bit of a lip here so it doesn't fall out. Not much rattling going on. Did buy some containers that have the snap lock lids. That helps a little bit in case something does fall, it doesn't make a mess. So obviously we don't use this one for clothes, but just for food storage. There's 3 shelves there. On this side, this is kind of a hot mess. We just bought some felt covered hangers because they work really well. And then we just store, booze, various things. In the bathroom, now that I've learned to leave the lid of the toilet shut, things are working fine. We do have some little plastic containers. These I got at our dollar store, but it holds things in place so they don't fall out. When I open the cabinet, everything is always secure. Little Camco toothbrush holder works well to keep our toothbrushes safe and out of the way. I love this towel rack, by the way. It's in the back of the door. And then when we get over here to where our kitchen is, sorry, that was a bad video there. My husband built these little side tables for next to our recliner. Love to have a place to set down a cup of coffee, the remote, things like that. And then lastly, up above the recliner is where we have our kitchen storage. In this cupboard, I have a divider that goes all the way across. And that gives us then 2 levels. And then I have a tension bar across the top. On top of that wire divider, I have this good thick rubber so that things don't slide around. So that works really well. And then on this side, these came in a set of 4 that I showed you in the pantry, and they work really well for holding cups and glasses and things like that. And then we just have a little divider. We just grab this and take it out to the picnic table when it's time to go eat outside. So nothing real fancy, but those are the things that we are using in our V series to keep things organized. One last thing, and probably one of my favorites, next to the door, we bought this little hanging divider, and this hanging thing has 4 compartments, and those things that you're just grabbing all the time, we put in them. We just use a zip tie and put it around so that we could slide it up over the top if we do need to use the ladder. So that's another little slick item that we like a lot. On the floor, we like to keep it covered, so we have some rugs from Target. The runner is probably my favorite. And then this one that goes here in the front is a little bit bigger. Covers all that space, has mud on it already. And then a smaller one in the back. And then I don't know about yours, but our V has this little step, and it came with this fake wood looking runner, and it was so slippery. So we just folded a rug and put it there. So I think that's it for our gizmos and gadgets. We are loving camping in this thing so far. We are getting ready to take our first big trip, and maybe we'll have some more inside after that.